Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to evercrisis. I'm going to be showing you my no overboost account, fully clearing the entire run of the very hard part of the Shinra building. This is the high score challenge run. Basically, a no overboost account is the worst luck you can get in evercrisis when it comes to trying to acquire duplicate copies of weapons. So this is bare bones, minimum. If you're brand new to the game, whatever setup you have doesn't matter. Go in and try to get this cleared because it is possible. You just got to figure out for your account. For this, I'm going to show you every little strategy that helped me boost that score all the way to S+ and give me an overall of top 300. So this is very exciting because this is actually one of the most annoying ones, especially with the poison dragon. So let me just show you this entire run and hopefully this can help you out. All right, so here's my current ranking. There's only like a couple hours left of this event. It ends in, I want to say 12 hours, 11 hours from now. So I'm top 258. My ranking is very good where it is because even if I do lose a couple of spots, it isn't by much. My total score is at 1,785,000, and even looking at number 301, it's quite a bit away. And I can redo my other two runs over here to kind of boost the score because this could be at 555, right? This could be like 163. So I can definitely do better just by improving these two to stay in that position. But I got a score of 1.1 million with a no overboost account, getting me all the rewards, everything I need, and top 300 reward versus top 500 is only 5 gold synthesis off. So it doesn't matter if I make 500, 300, I'm very happy with this. My team wasn't this. This is my farming team at the moment. My team was this one. So total power level of 143, no overboost weapons. I know you're going to see one here, but this is the one the game gives you, the Cloud's Buster Sword. I was using Hard Edge, but what I ended up doing was using Tifa's Limit Break for Somersault here, which also lowers the enemy's defense, and that's all I needed throughout the entire dungeon. So I removed Hard Edge, gave Cloud more HP and more damage with the Buster Sword. So I did pull for Tifa's new costume. This could be replaced by Motor Drive, anything really. Again, this is a no overboost account, so anything you have overboosted is immediately better than all this, but this is just here for the attack boost. This is for the attack down, which is really, really good to help you survive a lot of the fights / take less damage throughout the dungeon for a better score. So that's Limit Breaks level 7, doing no damage, just there for utility. Cloud's doing good damage, and Aerith is doing good AoE damage, clearing out the mobs. You could use like Ifrit instead to clear all the trash mobs, and that's probably the easiest one to get. Plus there's a weakness on a couple enemies for fire. Aerith, your straightforward healer. She's more of a DPS than a healer, trying to help with the damage. Murasami there just because, again, has physical attack boost on it, just like Tifa's gloves. Costumes are doing nothing. Maybe boosting physical attack by 5 and magic attack by 5. Materia-wise are just stat sticks. That's it. The water materia is the only one that's doing damage, and it doesn't have like a crazy percentage on it, which doesn't matter because all you gotta do is look at the stat total. I've got a magic attack of 2,000, HP of 5,578. Cloud's got a total 6,500 HP, physical attack 2,031. And then Tifa, 5,500, 2,022. So everyone's around the 2,000 attack mark. If you guys got more damage than this, you're killing it compared to me. Now, when it comes to sub-weapons, lightning weapon from Ramu farming, the copes we did recently, and then a couple of no overboost weapons to increase my R abilities of a total of 57, which is 55 max. And that's about it, because everything else doesn't matter. This is not giving me a huge boost. That's it. That's pretty much it. This is like the bare bones. That's Tifa. Aerith has all event weapons, 1 healing, 1 with HP, to make my HP get to that 5,500, and the other one to boost my damage by a little bit. She was nowhere near complete. She's got boost magic attack 29, healing's only 21. There's nothing here that is good. Missing 2 points for boost attack. This is pretty much what I'm stuck at to have the right amount of HP and a little bit of damage with a little bit of healing. All right, and then we got Cloud sitting at the back weapons. Got a little bit of limit break, extra damage there, boost attack, right? And then if you go to my abilities, total of 24 points, off by 1 point to make him stronger. HP's off by 4 points. This is off by 2 points, off by 4 points. So like he's just at the tip. This is the problem with the no overboost account. I'm only so close. But again, water materia for water damage, 4-star, 3-star, and that's only for 2 enemies. Astral Giant doesn't care about this. So really these are all just stat sticks. Whatever gave me the best physical attack on them. And then for Aerith, whatever gave me the best magic attack / HP is as well for everyone else. Physical attack / HP to survive. So, there is no D-Braves, there's no Esunas, there's nothing to slow my party down, and that's the main strategy here, is that it's a go, go, go. There is no like, oh no, I gotta go defense mode, gotta heal. It's pure offense, which allows me to get the high scores and avoid a lot of the mechanics in the game. So let me show you how this run went last night on live stream. We finally did it. Sorry it took so long, but this actually was one of the most annoying ones, which took me a little bit longer, especially with how busy I am with my 2 baby girls and everything. So I apologize about this one being super late. All right, so before we jump in, I'm going to emphasize this. Utility character. It's a DPS, but it's more just utility. Utility, limit break for defense down, and physical attack down on her off weapon. Cloud is pure DPS, nothing slowing him down, no defense down, nothing like that. Doesn't mean you can't bring hard edge. It's just that Tifa did the work for me, so Cloud was pure DPS. And Aerith is here for that heal, but really for damage, AoE, and for her defense down on the umbrella to get the giant down to stun him. So with that being said, total attack power 143, 646, because in the video goes pretty quickly. This is from my live stream last night. The guy behind me super frustrated because we had a lot of runs at A+, but you're going to see 143, 646 going into the battle. I didn't get a chance to actually stop there, or I didn't want to go back and like clip this entire stream just to find the one part here there. You'll see that the characters are exactly the same. It's a no overboost account. It's not like I'm hiding an overboost 6 somewhere or Ted. So start off this fight, we're going to go straight to Rufus, and I'm going to explain stuff bit by bit when it comes to this. So Rufus, his strategy, or my strategy for him, is that we're going to kill the dog. We're going to use Omni Strike here to lower the Dark Star's damage, and that's going to allow us to take less damage, because less damage, less potions, less items, less everything. So we will lower defense, 1 water off my healer, and then Omni Strike over there, plus we go into defense mode, right? That allows us to take very little damage compared to what we would have took of, but if you can kill the dog right away, kill the dog right away. So here, I don't use Night Bloom, I wait, because I know that both my characters, because of how many runs I've done, will kill it, and then I have a full ATB gauge to cast 2 Night Blooms immediately. Not necessary, because Tifa's limit break is about to come up, but that one attack right here from Cloud is now going to get 2 defense down, right? So every little bit helps. And over here, I'm making sure to do another Omni Strike. I usually get it in there, take way less damage, but I didn't this time, so I took more damage. So if you can get that defense or attack down, even off a D-Brave, that's great. So after the break, we're going to immediately should be using Somersault, right? Don't let Tifa do any attacks. Use your Somersault right away. So the fact that Tifa didn't attack there, that's a less, charging her ATB gauge. So you see how she did one attack, erased it? Try to use your limit breaks immediately when they're together, or when it comes to Tifa, since she has a fast limit break, use her melee so she can charge up the next one. Here, I slow down using water damage during that phase, and this last part, every single fight that I exit, I want to be able to be full HP and a full limit break. So I'm not going to use any more limit breaks, because this limit break is now for the next fight. That's the strategy for my no overboost account. Here, I'm using Night Bloom. And you see this time I got the limit break right away, right? And that way I can just spam some waters. Trying to use that Night Bloom before, probably bad idea, but here's where I top up everyone. And I should have just kept on spamming water, because any fight you do under 1 minute and 30 seconds gives you a big score boost, right? So if I beat this guy at 1 minute and 31 seconds, I lose like pretty much 10,000 score. Try to beat every fight in under 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I should have been spamming that water way earlier, instead of using those Night Blooms, since Somersault was happening. It just allowed Cloud to do 1 more damage. But 1 Night Bloom, spam water. Should be good enough. And we ended up leaving this one at 51,000 because we didn't do the minute 30 seconds. Minute and 47 seconds, dropping us down, right? Plus damage taken. It's like a combination of these two that really drop our score. Also, I didn't do 1 big hit of all my limit breaks put together, so that combination, not the greatest. So for the first transability and the whole entire thing of this, we're not going to take any debuffs or score boosts until the dragon, so we're never weak during this entire run. Even though the dragon gives us 30% attack and we should probably take it from him, the fact that we weaken ourselves in the beginning makes every other fight harder, losing scores. So we take that physical attack 20%, later on we take the score boost. Alright, so fight number 2, we go melee into Scorpion because we're full HP and we're full limit break. So no need to use any items. It's a no overboost account, which could use more attack, but we got to save those attacks for the final enemies. that matter the most, the dragon and the Astral Giant. Those two have to take those physical attacks. So for this strategy, you're going to save your defense down, your somersault, your night bloom for when he goes into his buff, right? So I'm trying to spam to get the water, just get that last little bit over here for her limit break so I can cast it right away. I use all limit breaks in the beginning, even though his defense isn't fully down. Every time a character casts while they're full limit break, you're slowing down your DPS, you're slowing down that refill, right? So you want to use everything right away and also get rid of these side adds. They can heal the Scorpion. They're also just annoying to have there because he already does a lot of AoE, which you want to use Night Bloom the entire time and do not care about restoring your HP. If you came in full HP, do not care. Block maybe 1 or 2 hits here to make sure you don't die, or try to block as much as you can. But every time you switch stance, there's a small window where you're only at 25% damage. So if you do switch back, grab your DPS right away. Right? That way Cloud or your DPS doesn't cast an ability until it's back at 50%. So sure, you survive, but you're slowing down your DPS by doing this, so try to balance it. There was a run where I didn't switch it at all, and I just went down to a little bit of HP, and during his sigil phase where we broke him, Aerith just healed all the way back up. But that's the general idea. So, somersault before, you see how I casted before he casted that barrier? This is going to be a big strategy, is stopping the enemy from casting with your limit break so they have to recast animation, giving you more DPS, more ATB. So now you see how he's not in barrier mode and we're getting ATB plus they're attacking. It gives us more damage, more opportunity. So I should be healing with Aerith right now. I shouldn't be spamming triangle because Cloud has Murasami on and Murasami has a triangle sigil break, which is 5 sigils at a time. I should have been healing the entire time, so I was full HP for the next fight. So keep that in mind, that you should be watching your HP and all your limit breaks. So attack mode, we could have killed him faster, so you got to balance that out. But again, this is a no overboost account. If you're just a little bit stronger than me, you're doing way better than me. I do sometimes want to save this entire ATB gauge on Aerith, so she can start off battles with Night Bloom. Or if I didn't fully heal, I can fully heal. So the less she does in near the end, the better. But again, this is full attack mode, full attack mode. We're getting a total of 63,000, doing really, really good. So again, physical attack if you guys can, right? If you can't take that extra attack down, then go for physical attack plus 20%, giving us a total of 40% attack, really helping the rest of this fight. All right, so this thought process is pretty straightforward. We're full limit break, full HP. All we gotta do is boost our attack, boost magic attack, and we're gonna save the rest for the dragon fight and the astral. We're gonna make sure that we're at a good amount of HP, but we don't need to be full HP. We don't need to be full max out, and I didn't have to use any defense jelly over here to survive this. So the Iron Giant, the reason I'm not using defense jelly, and the reason I'm not going crazy on attack, which I could, but it's because we have that attack down 3 tiers off of Tifa's gloves really helping. So the strategy here is that he's going to go into a defense phase. Make sure that you're on your Aerith and make sure you don't use limit break for defense down. We want to get him stunned and we have to do this perfectly. So I should be switched to Aerith right now so she doesn't use Night Bloom early, but she casts it. Right over there you can see her casting it. Somersault, cross slash. We don't have the 3rd limit break and I thought that was going to screw me over. So remember to have all 3 limit breaks ready to go. Hers just came on, which really sucks. But if you notice, I still had limit break there. Another trick is whenever you're casting an animation with your limit break or the boss casts an animation where it does a cutscene, whatever ability you cast, even though it doesn't finish, it doesn't do damage, the ATB gauge that it restores still counts. So you can restore ATB gauge by casting an ability right before a character goes into an animation. And that's why you saw that I had no limit break and then I had a limit break. Right? So right over here, you see how I'm missing just a pinch? Watch the Night Bloom. The AI casts Night Bloom. That gauge fills up. The animation for my limit breaks comes in. And then I come out with a limit break, even though I shouldn't have a limit break. That's currently the other trick in the game that you can do. So using a limit break right before an animation and using your limit breaks right before an attack to make them recast that attack. So those 2 tips should really help you out. But that's enough damage to kill everything. And now we go into casting 3 Night Blooms to get that defense down. Even if you don't get the defense down right now, totally fine. As long as you have full HP and you lower the enemy's attack as far as you can with your characters. 1D Brave can also work too. It's really good to have those 3 attack downs so you take less damage, better score. So we're going to try to cast another Omni Strike right before and switch to defense mode to guard this attack if he's about to hit. If not, now we go full HP because this character over here was missing a little bit, Aerith, and we just let it DPS. As for your healer, let that gauge fill all the way. Here it comes. Wait till the last second, so you're always full attack defense gauge. As soon as you come out of Grand Sword, flip that switch for that HP restore. Boom. And now save Somersault or whatever limit break you have at the moment and wait till he attacks. You're going to see. See how I'm hovering over it? I'm waiting. He's about to cast. Boom. Cast it. Now, if you do that properly, you won't take damage and he has to recast it. He took damage, so his attack went through, but that puts him back 1 whole cast, and now he has to recast that single attack again, right? So it helps really during this entire run. So Tifa going for that full attack down, which I probably should just let her do damage because we would have killed him quicker. So as much as you want to be safe, let your characters do the most damage here. The hardest part was that first part, right? Getting his defense down. And then from there, you can just DPS run this as fast as you can. So I think I could have got a better score. I'm trying to go full HP again, because now we're going to go face the dragon. So you see me, I'm like, oh no, I didn't get to fully heal. I'm like, oh. And this is where I came up with a different strategy. So I haven't attacked any mobs this entire time, right? The side ads that you can get score off. We lost like 8,000 score there, which again, if I helped with water, would have been quicker from Aerith. But we're going to actually go hit up an ad, or sorry, a mob. Oh yeah, we take physical attack down there. And the reason we take physical attack down duration is so that when we face the Astral Giant, we don't have as much trouble. So the first one is defense down. If you need longer defense down, do that. I did the attack down because the Astral Giant, I want him to be weak the entire time. But like I said, trash mobs. We're only going here to fully restore our HP. We don't need it for the limit break. If you ended up using limit break, and this is where I probably could get a little bit better score, pop your limit break during the giant the second time, and then come in here, go straight to defense mode, hit the Wutai enemy, get him to half HP. He'll heal himself with a potion, which gives you more time in here. But all you gotta do is stay defense the entire time. After one guy is at a little pinch of HP, switch to the next one, start doing DPS, and when you're close to limit break, or you are, switch back to attack and never switch back, because you want to refill this gauge. Or you can do the thing where you jump back and forth. But we're only in here so Aerith can heal the party up to as much max HP as possible. Now, when it comes to the dragon fight itself, we're going to use attack on Cloud, magic on Aerith, and attack on Tifa. We are using 3 attacks here. We're going to make sure that our HP is at a good place. 20% supplement is more than enough because I'm around 5,000 HP, 5,600, 5,500, 4,800. And that's it. That's all I bring in. I believe I might restore some HP here so it's not super annoying. But I think I just took the risk because Poison's going to tick down anyways. Aerith is not going to use Night Bloom because Tifa does Somersault. But pay attention here to this first part. Use Somersault or your limit breaks. It doesn't matter what you have because you have full limit breaks. Count, as soon as it starts, count like 1, 2, and instead of saying 3, you go 1, 2, limit break. And you're going to cut off his poison animation and he has to recast it. Watch. Right there. 1, 2, limit break, and you click it. So he was about to cast poison, and while he was still casting, we were casting our limit break, which took off the effect of him casting it. And now this allows us to DPS more, build up more, allows my Aerith to heal up that HP everyone's missing. So you see everyone's missing HP. Now I get to switch to Aerith, and he's still not an attack age. Now he's an attack age. We got like an extra 8 seconds there, which is huge during this fight. That really helps. So we are going to switch to defense mode to take very little damage here. Usually I didn't because it just takes so long to come back out. The defense seems glitched. But when you put it back out, it gives you back your ATB gauge, it gives you back your attack stance and all that, so you don't have to worry. See how it came all the way back? But then it glitched over there because I did use an ability. So here's Dragon Stomp. You have to go defense mode, heal up, and Aerith is only here to do this. Now we are going to use our Somersault again to manipulate his attack. So when he's about to do an attack, which is very, very soon, cast it. There's a barrier. So kind of gauge, it's like 4 seconds after he does a stomp. Sorry, like 5 seconds, long seconds. You count that in your head, right? And then you cast it. See, now he has to recast barrier, giving us more time to heal and DPS. Now, during this barrier, he's going to do one attack. See who he's targeting, switch to defense, and heal. Even though we're poisoned, we survive that attack, and now we have all 3 characters, just DPS. Get this sigil broken right away. Mine screwed up, and he ended up attacking Aerith right at the end there. And I believe Aerith ended up dying. I don't know how, because we got him before he casted it. So Aerith shouldn't have died. But even though Aerith died, we still did really, really good here. Now I had Cloud's Limit Break. I'm not sure why I didn't use it. I think I'm going to use it for attack cancellation. But it makes no sense. I should have just used it. And that way I would have been fine. But I think I was like, oh, I'm worried that he's going to do an attack. So there's aggravated. And even then, I didn't use it, right? So it's weird that I didn't use my limit break here. Would have made this fight longer. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, I'm saving it for the next boss. But this is the last boss. So I could have done a little bit better here. Could have beat it a little bit faster. So that's my bad. Go all out on the dragon. He's the last one. And we have a trash mob left behind. So we can just use a trash mob to get our limit breaks back up. So not a big deal. Now, when it comes to the trances, this is the one that's going to give us that bonus to finish us all off. That 20%. So now we take physical attack down, magic attack down, and 20% boost, and that didn't affect our run at all, right? It's only going to affect us during Astral Giant. So now we're going to open up the door, go fight the trash mob, clear him, collect all the items, right? Grab as much limit break you can and heal up as much as you can against that trash mob, and we're going to get to the point where we now get our items ready. So, item-wise, attack, magic. Magic on Aerith because we had no more attack jelly, or all 3 of these would have both of them because this affects your limit breaks. Your limit breaks will do more damage the more magic and physical attack you have because they base it off of that. The potency will calculate from both of them. So make sure that both of them are boosted for maximum damage, faster kill, better score. We are going to use defense jelly on all 3 characters, and we're not going to use, on this run, I didn't use, the elixirs, because I didn't want to waste them. They were very expensive, and it was cheaper for me to just go ahead and heal them up with just a 20% once. So I'm going to fast forward this. You can see the total. All right, so the Astral Giant. He starts off with an attack. He doesn't raise his defense. He doesn't raise his attack up until afterwards. So you're going to come here immediately and use all your limit breaks right away. Right? Because you don't need to cancel anything in the beginning. Just use them all right away. And then after that, you're going to switch to your attack down character and make sure they're casting attack down. Right? You're going to have to balance this. So we're going to go in. I'm going to call this step by step, but immediately use your limb breaks. Don't save it. Immediately use it because you want to immediately charge him back up. And then the second thing is if you're not full HP like me, your healer is going to heal. And your attack down is going to attack down. So I had to switch to my healer really quickly to get her limit break up. And then I casted it. So there you go. And because we casted it right before he did his animation, we did the animation cancel again, right? Our limit break stopped him from casting, and now he has to recast that. And that's why I said immediately use it at that point right there. That way you have the extra animation turn. So now we're going to come out. You can see the AI already used 1 Omni Strike, so we have 2 attack down. We're going to switch to Tifa, right? Unswitch your attack gauge after you heal, because it doesn't matter here. And then it's ready to go defense mode afterwards. And now stay on your attack down character. You see how Tifa now uses ATB to do attack down? You got to make sure you keep all that. So I'm going to switch to her right away, because just going defense mode, your healer will heal. So wait till he buffs himself. Right? So we got our heal from Aerith. There's the attack up. Now we can spam Omni Strike. So you want to stay on the character that has attack down because it's the hardest part. switch back to her melee, make sure that the AI doesn't take over, and we get that attack down to 1, which lets us survive and lets us get through this fight just by going pure attack after this. Because after this part right here, he pretty much, like, I don't even need to heal here, but I do. But he pretty much, as long as you have his attack down, does very little damage. So as long as you switch to defense right away when he does an attack, you're good. But we're going to use cancel animation. He did an attack. We use limit break. And now he's recast that whole attack again. So he's behind on his setup. Really emphasizing. So we are going to lower attack all the way. Switch to defense to take very little damage off that. But if you have more HP than me, try to just switch to defense and keep DPSing. I need to heal a little bit because my count is weaker. So that's what I need to do. So switch here again. But you can see like the damage isn't that big. Every time we switch though, you see how I'm switching 25 to 50? I should have switched to Cloud, wait till it went to 50, and picked him back up. But we're going to wait for another attack, cast that, stop his animation. He's got to recast that animation. We didn't use Cloud with it because, oh yeah, we did use Cloud, but you can save Cloud to do another attack cancellation. So if he's about to attack, you go again, limit break, cancellation, right? Use as much as you want. You don't have to use those limit breaks together. But here's Vigor. So after that last attack, I think it's about 3 or 4 of them, right? You save your ATB as much as you can so you can spam through this phase really quickly. Take one more defense here and don't heal up, right? We're always living on the edge on this account, always, because we need a DPS raise. So wherever we don't have DPS, we remove healing so we can get more DPS. So we're always taking that risk. But from this point on, we can use all our limit breaks because he's almost dead. We don't have to save it for animation canceling, and we want to get out of this fight as soon as possible, right? We want to be here anymore. We're trying to beat that timer of 1 minute and 30 seconds, which I don't think I do. But overall, successfully, no overboost, only 2,000 attack, very little heals, and 5,500 HP on most characters. Getting me that S+. 88,000 is a really good score. I think if we did a little bit quicker there, we would have got a higher score, and I go through all of that at the end. So, over here, I open it up and I look through it. I'm still cheering in the background. I'm still going off. That was a hard fight, man. I did this run a bunch. So first one, Astral Giant. Yeah, that's the Iron Giant. Iron Giant, minute 39 seconds. If I did it 9 seconds faster, would have got a better score. Scorpion, minute 25 seconds, 27,000 score. You can see there. Giant, minute 55 seconds, would have got us a better score. Dragon, minute 41 seconds, missing 5,000 score because of that. Minute 47 seconds, missing 8,000 score there. So you can see, try to hit that minute and 30 seconds. I have a lot of room to improve. If I was a little bit stronger, right? And if you're a little bit stronger, you're going to get through those fights a lot quicker than me, giving you a better overall score. So this is what got me top 300, no overboosted count. Worst luck you can get when it comes to duplicating your weapons, getting that next level power, but I still cleared it. It was still very, very possible. So that's the entire fight. I hope this helped you out. It was a lot of work. It took a lot of tries. Huge shout out to the chat for being there, hanging out with me, giving me encouragement, tips, and just pushing me to always just test my limits like I always do. So it was a lot of fun. If you ever want to catch those live streams or my Discord channel, links are down below. All the help you need is there, and a great environment in the live stream if you want just somewhere to hang out. Besides that, good luck on your run. Good luck with top scores. Thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.